If you want to improve your level of speaking and writing English language, stay with me. Hello and welcome to EasyEng channel. In this lesson, I want to talk about something very important. The reason why students think their English is not good is because they don't use good words or good adjective. They keep using simple adjective like good, bad, nice, happy, or simple words like look, walk, like. One way to improve your level of written and spoken English is by learning some alternatives to simple words and simple adjectives. All right, let's get started. And number 1, nice. We can use it for nearly everything. A nice camera, a nice house, a nice girl, a nice car. Check this sentence. We had a nice evening. We had a nice evening. Here, nice means enjoyable. So, instead of nice, you can say, we had an enjoyable evening. We had an enjoyable evening. You can also use pleasurable. We had a pleasurable evening. So, we had a nice evening. We had an enjoyable evening. We had a pleasurable evening. Also, we can use nice to describe people like, the teacher was really nice. The teacher was really nice. Here, nice means polite or with good manners. So, instead of nice, we can say gracious. Gracious. The teacher was gracious. Courteous. Courteous. The teacher was courteous. And look at this sentence. I went on a date with a very nice guy. Here, nice means likable. Instead of nice, we can say likable. I went on a date with a likable guy. Or lovely. I went on a date with a lovely guy. So, instead of nice, depending on the meaning of nice, you can say enjoyable, pleasurable, gracious, courteous, likable, lovely. Now adjective number 2, which is very much used in everyday conversation and in written text. Good. Again, we can use good for almost everything. A good camera, a good guy, a good video. For example, that restaurant is good. Instead of good, we can say excellent or amazing. An amazing restaurant. An excellent restaurant. If it's very, very good, we could say wonderful or marvelous. And if it's very, very, very good, we could say exceptional, outstanding, splendid, stupendous. All these adjectives mean very, very good, very good. So, instead of good, you can say excellent, amazing, wonderful, marvelous, exceptional, outstanding, splendid, stupendous. The opposite of good is bad. We can use bad for almost everything. For example, that is a bad restaurant. Now, instead of bad, we can say awful. That is an awful restaurant. Terrible, which means very bad. That is a terrible restaurant. Unpleasant, which means it's not pleasant, it's not good. And unpleasant is the opposite of pleasant. It's an unpleasant restaurant. Or you can say lousy. In that restaurant, the food was lousy or service was lousy. So, in this case, lousy, awful, terrible, or unpleasant mean bad. We can also use it for people. We can use bad for people. For example, we have a bad neighbor. Instead of bad in this case, we could say disagreeable. We have a disagreeable neighbor, which means a bad neighbor. If the person is unkind or unfriendly, you can use the adjective mean. I have a very mean neighbor. If there's a person with bad intentions who wants to do something bad, you can say they are wicked. Wicked, which means they have very bad intentions. The next adjective is sad. I'm sad. Instead of sad, we can say unhappy. I'm unhappy or I'm upset. If you are really sad, you can say I'm miserable or I'm depressed. If you are very, very sad, you can say I'm dejected. So, in this case, I'm unhappy, I'm upset, I'm dejected, I'm depressed, I'm miserable. Sometimes there are things which make you feel sad. For example, the news was sad. You can say depressing. The news was depressing. You can also use two very interesting adjectives. Sorrowful. Sorrowful. The news was sorrowful. Or if it made you cry, you can say it was tearful. It was tearful. And the opposite of sad is happy. I am so happy. Instead of happy, you can say cheerful. Cheerful. I'm very cheerful now. Or delighted. Delighted. Oh, what an amazing surprise! I'm delighted. It means I'm very, very happy. When you meet someone and you want to say I'm very happy, you can use the word glad. Glad to meet you or pleased. Pleased to meet you, sir. And if you're really happy, you can say you are joyful or elated. Oh, I'm elated. Okay, we've learned some alternatives for 5 very simple adjectives. I hope you have taken note. Don't forget to practice, and then you can see the result. For having more fun and wonderful videos, subscribe, like, and share.